Y'all, they've been blowing me up about this recipe, so go ahead and grab you some pen and some paper so I can teach y'all how to make my lemon meringue cheesecake. Cousin, you ain't gonna want to miss this one. It's always gone. So we're gonna start off with one box of vanilla wafers. We're gonna crush those down until you get some nice small crumbs, and then you're gonna toss that into a mixing bowl with one stick of unsalted melted butter, that is, and a little bit of sugar, and mix that until you get a nice wet sandy material. Then you're gonna spray your spraying pan down with some non-stick spray, line it with parchment paper, and dump your crumbs off up in there. I take about a mason jar just to flatten that crust out, and then I place it in the oven on 350 for about 5 to 8 minutes, and then get your mixer started with 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then I get one whole can of sweetened condensed milk, and you want to get all of it. And you could mix that in to your mixer. 3 egg yolks and save the whites for later. And then you're going to add a half of a cup of sugar and 1 cup of lemon juice, fresh squeezed lemon juice. All right. And then scrape those edges and corners and just mix that in well. And then when you take your crust out, let it cool for just about 5 minutes or so, and line it with your vanilla wafers, whatever your grandma called them. And then pour your cheesecake filling off up in there. Pour that filling off up in there and place it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then take your egg whites, some tartar, and just a dash of sugar, not too much now. And then you're going to beat that on high for 5 minutes, all right, until you get a nice stiff, fluffy meringue. And once that meringue is ready and the pie is ready, you're going to go ahead and take that meringue and put it on top of your beautiful cheesecake. Spread it evenly all around and make sure you get those beautiful, nice peaks and corners, and place that in the oven for another 8 to 10 minutes. Keep an eye out on it because you don't want to burn your meringue. You really don't. But afterwards, you're going to let it cool for at least an hour and just look at it. And then you're going to take your plastic wrap, saran wrap, whatever grandma in your house called it, all right, and you're going to take that pie and place it in the oven. I mean, not in the oven, the refrigerator for overnight to cool, and bam, that is what you've been looking for, fam.